Hello, my friends. Today, we have a wonderful and light gameplay mode that makes the game very smooth as if you are playing a different game. Let's discover the gameplay with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
Not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Jarrod Bowen's rise to the top, Peter, is a nice story. It was a real tale of struggles with failed trials and clubs being dissolved, but those experiences have served him very well. And you see now in that never-say-die attitude he's developed, he's got boundless enthusiasm, the very epitome now of how togetherness trumps individual talent.
Okay, interesting. Bowen. Big chance! Linton. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Gordon. That's tidy. Bruno Guimaraes. Picked out brilliantly. And the counter is on. Looking for the runner. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Somerville. Fulcrum. I have to say that was an whistle's gone, that's a foul. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Willock. Philman with the clearance. Lucas Paqueta. Can he spark a counter here? And that is played back to front. Lucas Paqueta.
Somerville really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's played forward. Botman spots it and intercepts. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How would you review the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. 0-0 then, and we're back on the way. They've won a corner. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Oh, they're on! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Isaac. Now it's Almiron. That's good play. Pinches it off him. That's the throw. He's had it nicked away.
Newcastle are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Linton. Gordon. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. Gilman clears. Now then, the ball's come loose. Almiron with the delivery. Great ball if he can get there. Ings. He has found the way through. And the finish! And that would have been some goal.
Ings really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Oh, good spread.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's forced to go back. Gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. Bruno Guimaraes. Antonio, and Antonio! Oh, it's in! And that might well be that!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
The Hammers have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
West Ham take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Now it's Lucas Paqueta, played out to the right. Bowen. Bowen with it. He's got the shot away! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Oh, wonderful, just wonderful. What technical dreams are made of. It was unstoppable. Respond from that.
So that's